Hey, everyone, Alex here with a brand new Kansas City Chiefs update. And before we jump into today's massive news, I have to stop right here and say this because it is so important. I see most of you watching my videos every single week, but you are not hitting that subscribe button, and it honestly shocks me because I bring you breaking Chiefs news and inside updates every single day. So if you want to make sure you never miss what's really happening with Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and the rest of the team, then hit that subscribe button right now and join the fastest growing Chiefs community on YouTube. Trust me, you do not want to be the person who finds out late when the rest of the Chiefs kingdom already knows what's going on. So go ahead and do that right now while we dive into this huge story, because today we are talking about something that nobody saw coming. Derrick Nnadi reacting to being traded back to the Kansas City Chiefs. And let me tell you, this story is way bigger than you think so. Let's set the stage. Derrick Nnadi was a fan favorite in Kansas City, a defensive tackle who may not have always gotten the flashy headlines, but every true Chiefs fan knows the kind of dirty work he did in the trenches. He was strong, he was physical, and he was dependable. And when the Chiefs let him go, fans were torn. On one hand, they understood the business side, but on the other hand, losing a player like Nnadi felt like losing a piece of the foundation of that defensive front. Fast forward, and out of nowhere, the Chiefs make a shocking move. They bring Derrick Nnadi back in a trade, and the reaction has been absolutely electric from fans, and even more from Nnadi himself. Because when a player leaves and then suddenly gets the call saying, "Hey, pack your bags, you are coming back home to Kansas City," that is not just business anymore, that is personal. Now think about this. Derrick Nnadi has played alongside Chris Jones. He has gone to war with him in some of the biggest games of recent years. He knows the Chiefs culture. He knows what it feels like to be in Arrowhead Stadium when it is rocking and shaking. He knows what it means to play for Andy Reid and to fight for championships. So imagine being away from that and then getting pulled right back into the middle of it. That is the type of thing that can light a fire inside a player. And from what we are hearing, that is exactly what happened with Nnadi, because according to sources close to him, Derrick is beyond excited to back. And when he first heard the news, his reaction was simple. He said it feels like home. And that right there is the story. Chiefs Kingdom. It feels like home. Those 4 words might not sound like much, but for a player, they mean everything. Because the NFL is tough. It is business heavy. You can be here today and gone tomorrow. But when a guy gets to come back to the team that drafted him, to the locker room, that raised him, to the fans that cheered his name, that means more than any paycheck could ever give you. And Derrick Nnadi made it clear he is not just here to wear the red and gold again. He is here to dominate. He said he is ready to go harder than ever, and that he feels like this is his chance to prove he should have never left in the first place. And fans are reacting just as strongly. Because let's be honest, the Chiefs' defensive line has been under the microscope. Everyone talks about Chris Jones, and deservedly so, but the depth behind him has been questioned over and over again. And when you bring in a guy like Derrick Nnadi, who already knows the playbook, who already knows Steve Spagnuolo's system, who has the trust of his teammates, that changes everything, because you do not have to waste time teaching him the culture or breaking him in. He is ready to step in on day one and be that tough physical run stuffer that makes life miserable for opposing offenses. And let's be real, the FCE is stacked this year. Teams are loading up on offense, and you need guys in the trenches who can hold that line, and Nnadi is exactly that guy. Now let me share something interesting, because the way Nnadi has talked about this return, it almost feels like a redemption story. He said that leaving Kansas City taught him how much he truly valued being a Chief. He admitted that sometimes you do not realize what you have until it is gone. And when he got the call that he was being traded back, it was like everything came full circle. He got emotional. He felt that love, and he knew this was his moment to lock in and make the most of it. And you have to respect that mentality, because not every player would take it that way. Some would feel bitter of being let go, but Nnadi has handled it with nothing but class and excitement. And if you think this is just a feel-good story, think again, because this move could have huge implications for the Chiefs' defense this season. Imagine an interior line rotation with Chris Jones, Derrick Nnadi, and the young guys they have been developing that gives Spags a ton of flexibility. It keeps everyone fresh. It gives you more muscle against the run, and it adds that locker room leadership that Nnadi is known for, because even though he is not the loudest guy, he has always been respected, and when a respected voice comes back into the locker room, it lifts the whole team. Now, let's not forget what this means for the fans too, because Chiefs Kingdom has always loved Derrick Nnadi, from his community work to his personality to his dog-loving social media posts. He is just one of those players that fans naturally connect with, and you could already see it the second the news broke. Twitter and Instagram were flooded with fans saying, "Welcome home, Nnadi, we missed you." And it is that connection that makes football more than just a game. It makes it family, and for the Chiefs too. Bring back a player that the fans already love is just another reason why this team has the best culture in the NFL. And here is the best part, Chiefs fans. When Nnadi was asked what his goal is now that he is back, he said, "One word, repeat," and you know exactly what that means. He is not just coming back to be a role player. He is coming back to help this team chase another Super Bowl. And that should send chills down your spine, because when a hungry, motivated veteran comes back with that kind of mindset, that is dangerous for the rest of the league. So here is my question for you, because I always love hearing from you in the comments. Do you think Derrick Nnadi will make a big impact now that he is back in Kansas City? Do you think this move makes the Chiefs' defense stronger, or do you think it is more of a depth piece? Let me know what you think, because I read every single comment, and I want to hear from real Chiefs fans. But before we wrap this up, I need to say this again, because it really does matter. Most of you watching right now are not subscribed, and I do not want you to miss out on these breaking stories, because news like this drops fast, and I am always here to bring it to you first. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you are always in the loop. And if you enjoyed this video and you are excited to see Derrick Nnadi back in red and gold, then smash that like button, because it helps this channel grow and it shows me that you want more Chiefs content every single day. At the end of the day, this story is about more than just football. It is about loyalty. It is about second chances. It is about coming home, and Derrick Nnadi's reaction proves that so. Many times the NFL can surprise us in the best ways possible, because when he said it feels like home, you could tell he meant every word, and now we get to watch him suit up again alongside Chris Jones and the rest of this defense chasing another Lombardi trophy. And if that does not fire you up as a Chiefs fan, then I don't know what will. So buckle up, Chiefs Kingdom, because this season just got even more interesting, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. This has been Alex with your latest Kansas